All. My lecture is on inductively coupled plasma atomic emission spectroscopy. Introduction. A plasma may be defined as a cloud of highly ionized gas composed of electrons, ions, and neutral particles. Plasma can conduct electricity and is affected by magnetic field. Plasma is composed of highly energetic and ionized gases and are produced in inert gases, mainly argon. Plasma are useful for dissociation of atoms and for excitation and ionization to give atomic and ionic emissions. In plasma emission spectroscopy, the gas usually used is argon. It is ionized by the influence of a strong electrical field, either by a direct current or by radio frequency. Both types of discharge produce a plasma. The direct current plasma, referred to as DCP, or the inductively coupled plasma, referred to as ICP. We shall study inductively coupled plasma. The ICP source comprises of three concentric silica quartz tubes, each of which is open at the top. Liquid samples are nebulized into an aerosol, and a fine mist of sample in the form of droplets is introduced into the ICP. The nebulizer argon stream that carries the sample passes through the central tube. The excitation is provided by a metal induction tube through which flows a RF current. Frequently, it is of the value of 27 megahertz. When the RF field is applied, the argon gas starts circulating. Argon gets charged and produces electrons and charged argon ions. A spark is applied to produce plasma. The spark is provided from a Tesla coil probe. The plasma is thereafter self-sustaining. Finally, a sample of liquid to be analyzed injected into the plasma to puncture the plasma and encapsulate the sample at a very high temperature within it. This is the basic principle involved in the ICP. Now let us see the instrumentation involved. ICP, that is inductively coupled plasma and atomic emission spectroscopy instrument, is composed of the following main components. The first is the nebulizer. Nebulizers are devices to convert liquid into aerosols for onward transmission to the plasma. Pneumatic or ultrasonic forces are used for breaking up droplets of sample. Next component used is the pumps. Pumps are used to pump liquid into nebulizers. Pumps are used which do not come into contact with liquid. Tubing should be dependable and made from high quality appropriate material. The third important component is the sprayer. The spraying chamber is used to transport liquid droplets into the plasma. It is located between the nebulizer and torch and removes large droplets. Droplets of 10 micrometer pass through it while it allows extra solution to drain off. Next is the sample injector. The sample is kept in it and via a pump it goes to the nebulizer. Usually a hydride generator is used for bismuth, mercury, germanium, lead, selenium, etc. Solid samples are introduced via an arc or spark source. Next is the ICP torch. It consists of different temperature zones where the sample undergoes various transformations like desolvation, vaporization, atomization, ionization, and excitation. Next part is the radio frequency generator. This is a device to provide power for generation of plasma discharge. Its power ranges from 600 to 1000 watts. The RF generator has a frequency of 27 to 56 megahertz. Most instruments work on 27.12 megahertz. Crystal controlled generation uses piezoelectric quartz crystals to produce an oscillating signal. Next use is the detectors. For detector, a photomultiplier is used to measure the intensity of the emitted radiation. It is capable of amplifying an electrical signal by a combination of diodes. About 9 to 10 diodes stages are useful for amplification of current. This is the instrumentation used in inductively coupled plasma atomic emission spectroscopy. Applications of ICP. First, analysis is very much simplified with ICP AES technique. This technique is useful for trace analysis of metals like copper, iron, manganese, magnesium, calcium, zinc, potassium, and phosphorus in beverages. ICP is used to analyze aluminium in blood, copper in brain tissue, selenium in liver, and sodium in breast milk. Next application is that trace metals from alloys and steels are analyzed by these techniques. Next important application is ICP is used in the analysis of agricultural products and fruits. It is also used in the analysis of lanthanides. ICP is also used for elemental determination. It is also useful for multi-element determination over a wide concentration range. Thank you.